Good day, everyone. My name is Abimbola Oloide, and you're welcome to the oral presentation of my relationship paper. In this presentation, I will be introducing you to my personal relationship, how I met my partner, and what communication has done to help our relationship. So I will be starting by saying that our relationship was actually influenced by proximity when I moved into a new apartment. So we started as friends, following all the concepts of relationship, the process of becoming having a good relationship. We started by friends, we started by, hello, hi, and all that. And then we realized that we like to talk to each other. So every now and then when I need to do something, I call on him, and then he's always available to help me. And then when we realize that we love some same things, when it comes to, like, food that we eat, the designs that we like, Tommy figure and stuffs like that. And then it was so interesting that we wanted to talk about it anytime we are together. Even sometimes we talk late into the night on the phone and all that. So I realized that, I'm seeing a friend in him. So it all started naturally. And then we started, we want to go buy something, we go together. We want to do this, we go do it together. And then when I'm not available, I needed to do something, or I have something coming in for me and I don't want anything to happen to it, I call on him. He's always available to assist me. And so one day, we started opening up to ourselves. We started talking about different things, our, past lives, friends that we had in our lives, people that are, important to us. So we got so attached, and it all started just like that. And so in this relationship paper, I am talking about listening, and what listening has done to us, how listening has helped us, and then also how nonverbal communication has, helped us in this in our relationship so far. So we started, by always talking, opening up to each other. Now we made a promise to be an open book. And so in order to be able to, have a good and smooth relationship. That does not say that our relationship does not have its up and downs. We do, but we have a way of, resolving our conflicts, talking about it, which I will talk about at the end of this presentation. So now, listening, what has listening done to us in this relationship? Sometimes when we're talking to each other, I realize that we always have issues. He would say he's telling me some things, I'm not listening to him, or I say, oh, I'm talking to you, you're not listening to me. I realize that most of the time I'm the one that is actually not doing the listening. Because from this class, I realized the type of person I am. I realized that I am a pseudo listener. So most of the time, I just sitting there, I'm just listening to him. I'm just there just to respect him. That time that he wanted to talk to me. The reason for this was that most of the time when you talk too much around me, I just switch off. I switch. I don't even hear you again, but I'm just there with you. I realized that has really, really caused a lot of issues, where between us. And so there was a time we had to sit down to talk about this, that what is going on? Why is it that whenever I'm talking to you, you are always absent? And then same thing goes to him, that sometimes when I talk to you, you don't listen to me. And then he said to me, it's not as if I don't listen to you, but sometimes most of the things you say, they are off. And he just didn't want to get upset. Same thing applies. I said the same thing to him. So what do we need to do? So some of the things that I learned from the communication class, I quickly started, applying it to it. And so I said to him, okay, now let's talk about this. We should, now I know when to talk to you. I know that sometimes when you are busy, you don't want anybody to talk to you at that time. No matter who that person is, you're not just going to listen to that person. So I realized that I need to look at his mood, and even if he's ready to talk, because I want his attention, because I want him to listen to me. I don't want somebody that I'm talking to, or and he is not, actually responding to me. It hurts me a lot. So we say, okay, we need to know the timing, good timing. And then when you want to say anything, go straight. When it is important, just go straight to what you want to say. When you know the good timing, that is the best time to talk. When you know the best time to talk, you always get the best out of your partner, even anywhere. Even on the job, And so we said, okay, we're going to be doing that. And then we practiced that. That has actually worked for us. Being a pseudo listener, I said to him why I do that, most of the time. Sometimes when you talk too much, I go off, because in between I'm lost, and because I don't want to show disrespect, I just want to remain there. And sometimes because of this allergy that I always have, my nose are blocked, and then when your nose is blocked, my nose are blocked, and then so it blocks my hair. So sometimes I don't even hear, so I don't get most of the things you're saying to me. So this day, he was trying to present something to me. He wanted my attention on, he wanted me to help out with something. So I just sat down there, and I was not just listening. And so he said, what happened? What did I just discuss with you? And then I said, I don't know, I'm just lost. So why didn't you talk? Why didn't you say, I said, I just want to sit down there to, respect you. He said, no, that is not the way to go about it. You should, talk to me and all that. So I haven't applied what I learned in this class, and then talking about things, our the listening aspect of our relationship is now better. So the other aspect that I want to talk about is non-verbal communication, what it has done. So initially when we started, when he's quiet, I always feel he's upset about something, and not knowing that he's actually talking to me about something that I just want to be left alone. I'm thinking about some things. Same thing applies to me. I'm the bubbling one, always jumping around. I always want, also talk about something. So most of the times I'm jumping around, and he's like, I just want to be quiet. So I get offended. I want to play. He wants to be quiet. So after learning about nonverbal communications, things people say when they are quiet, when you hold your hands, and how it works, what you need to do not to get offended by the way people react when they are, not saying anything, but they're actually talking to you. So from this class, I learned all of that. So when he's quiet, I understand that he just want to be left alone. Sometimes when he holds my hand, I know in a way I know what he's saying to me. Sometimes when I'm when I'm going too fast, he holds my hands in order to stop me. Holding my hand so tight is to say, hey, you are going over and beyond, so you need to slow down, you need to stop. And then sometimes when he look at me in a way, when he's upset, and he look at me in a way, I know that yes, he's really upset at this time. And sometimes when I look at him also, or maybe when I'm when with my body language, he understands that, hey, she's upset, and so he stops. So from non-verbal communication, we have really learned to most times we don't have to say anything to understand ourselves. We don't have to yell at each other to know that we are something is going on. And then outside too, there's a way we speak to ourselves with our eyes, with our body language, to say, hey, we need to move out of this place, hey, we need to stay, or hey, you're doing too much, hey, no, all of that. With non-verbal communication, we've been able to manage our relationship very, very, very well. And also talking about conflict management. Though I didn't talk about this in my paper, but I'll be bringing this in because it really helps my relationship. I mean, conflict management. Even before reading about stonewalling, and then we don't use contempt. We don't talk down on each other, but I know very well that we use stonewalling, and then the stonewalling, we have used it in a positive way. So when he's quiet, when he does anything, or when I do anything, both party goes quiet. We are quiet. We can go on like that for like an hour, and then after a while we come back together. And so I do this most of the time. Men, they just want to they just want to they just want to say the way it is, or sometimes they just don't want to talk about it at all. But we women, we want to. I realized that when I was reading that in the chapter 12 of this class, I realized that yes, most of these things that I've been doing are really, really, this thing I'm reading are really, 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 really right, because I know that I do most of those things. So I will be the one to say, hey, let's talk, just because I want the relationship. It's not as if he doesn't want the relationship, but he is the man. So, men with their ego and their pride, they always want it intact. So I want to talk to you because I know I need to have the right time to talk to him. If I am fussy about it, then the struggle will continue, the conflict will continue. So this is what I do most of the time in order to resolve our conflict. I call him. I say, hey, I want to talk to you when you're ready. And then I move on. Then he comes around and say, okay, after a while, what do you want to talk about? And we sit down, and that is the time I always open up. That's the time I open up and I talk about anything and everything that has been bothering me, including things that he has thought I don't want to talk about initially. And then I realize that he listens to me more at that time. We talk about everything. He talks about, his own side too, that he wouldn't have voiced out. And so at this point, we are refreshed. Whoever wants to cry, cry. And then I'm sorry, and everything is over. And then we start afresh. The atmosphere is good. We feel good about everything. So that way, we've been able to manage our conflict. Our conflict does not degenerate. It doesn't get to the next stage. No, we don't allow that. So that has really, really helped us. From all I learned in this class has helped me to communicate better, non-verbally, listening better, how to manage, conflict at home, among my friends, at work, how to deal with people. Now I can tell you that what I know now, I can conquer the world with it, and my relationship has also is working well. So thanks to this class for everything that I have learned, and thanks to all of you for listening. Have a good one. Bye-bye.